Why do we fear enclosed spaces, even when we know the exit is right there? You step into an elevator. The door slides shut. The button is pressed. Everything is working. The ride will take 30 seconds. But something inside you starts screaming. The air feels heavy. The walls seem to be closing in. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your heart pounds in your throat. Your hands scramble for something to grab. And your brain screams one single command: get out. Immediately. Now, this is not logic. This is claustrophobia, the fear of enclosed spaces. For millions of people, this is a daily reality they face in elevators, subways, airplanes, small rooms, or even crowded stores. But let's explain what this actually is. Claustrophobia isn't really about the size of the room. It is about the sensation of a trap. It is about the loss of control. It is the terror of being unable to escape when your brain has decided that danger is near. The cruelest part of claustrophobia is the physical sensation that fuels the panic. You feel like you are suffocating, even though there is plenty of oxygen. You sweat, you shake, you feel dizzy. Your brain interprets these body signals as confirmation. See, you really are in danger. The body doesn't lie. But in reality, this is just a panic attack, a reaction to an imagined threat, not a real one. So, where does this irrational terror come from? Why do some people freeze in places where others feel completely calm? The root cause often lies in our evolution. Our brain is programmed for survival, and one of its main strategies is to always have an escape route. In the wild, getting stuck in a narrow cave, a hole, or under a rock slide meant death by starvation, suffocation, or predators. Therefore, evolution wired an alarm system into us. No exit? This is deadly. Panic. Act. Break free. For most people, this signal is quiet, running in the background. But for those with claustrophobia, the alarm is broken. It goes off like a siren, loud, early, and indiscriminately. Often, this broken alarm is triggered by a specific past experience. Maybe as a child, you were accidentally locked in a closet, a bathroom, or a pantry. You screamed and pounded on the door, but no one heard. Your brain recorded this as a trauma. Enclosed space equals helplessness. Maybe you got stuck in an elevator for just a few minutes. Technically safe, but the panic flooded you with adrenaline, and now every elevator is a trigger. Or perhaps you were crushed in a crowded bus, unable to move or breathe, and your brain linked that feeling of compression with a threat to your life. Even watching a movie where someone is buried alive can be enough to plant this fear. Once the seed is planted, the avoidance trap begins. You start taking stairs, avoiding subways, refusing to fly. And every time you avoid a trigger, your brain reinforces the belief: I survived only because I didn't go in there. The phobia grows stronger. But here is the most important part. How do you fight it? Claustrophobia is not a weakness, it is not a character flaw, and it is not a life sentence. It is a learned reaction, a glitch in your anxiety system, and it can be unlearned. The most effective method is gradual exposure therapy. You cannot just force yourself to get over it. You have to retrain your brain step by step. It starts with safety. First, just imagine yourself in an elevator until the anxiety settles. Then, stand near the open doors without going in. Then, step inside for 1 second and step out. Then, take a ride for just one floor. The goal is to prove to your primitive brain, I endured this. I am in control. Nothing bad happened. It's not about heroism. It's about methodically taking back control of your body and your reactions. If you deal with claustrophobia, let me know in the comments. What triggers your panic the most? Elevators, crowds, MRI machines, small rooms, or just the thought that there is no exit? And be honest, do you control your fear, or does it already control your life, deciding for you where you can and cannot go?